Hi guys, thanks for joining me. So I've completed my first build of 2020, and as you can see it's Zvezda's Hawker Hurricane Mark 1 in 1/144 scale. Now these are quite nice little builds just to get the mojo kick-started again. I've seen one or two YouTubers building them, and they're also a great idea if you're stuck for space to display your models. And I have come to the conclusion that I need to build at least a few kits in this scale in order to get them displayed on the shelves. Now, as you know, I'm doing a personal GB about British stuff, and it's my intention to build quite a few this year. So without further ado, I'll get the kit and we'll have a look at it together. So here it is guys, quite an easy build to put together. I think there was 2 bits for the undercarriage, the wing was one whole section, the fuselage was another section, propeller boss, and then the tail just had the small wings either side of it. No real fitted issues with it. The canopy, which was also a separate part, that was supposed to sit on a pin that came up from the cockpit, but I just cut the pin off and I've just basically put the canopy on top with some of the crystal clear glue. One of the things about this scale is that because the weather's so bad, I'm not able to get any primer on stuff. You can just brush primer onto builds of this size, and that's one of the reasons why I chose to do this. So it was primed in the Chaos Black from Abaddon Black from Games Workshop. Once that was dry, I used Vallejo's Flat Earth for the brown, and I think it was US Green for the green. And then underneath there's grey green or something like that from Vallejo as well. And once that was all dry, I gave it a gloss coat. Then I threw the decals on, used some the setting solution for the decals, and then sealed those in with the gloss coat, and then finally did a matte coat over everything. There is some panel lines, but they are very few. They're they're basically for the ailerons and things like that, and the elevators, so I just picked those out with Games Workshop's and All Oil. The exhaust stubs, they were painted in the tinny tin that Charlie Mack put me onto. I think that's quite a nice colour for exhausts, and that was basically it. There's a reasonable amount of decals in the kit. As you can see, we've got the squadron letters there. You've also got the RAF flash on the tail, and you've got the roundels as well, and you've got roundels underneath. And the only thing that's different from what you see here in the box art is that there's supposed to be like a Hornet emblem under the exhaust stacks, and there's supposed to be aircraft registration in black letters, which are not included in the decals, but they're sufficient there to set the build off quite nicely. I chopped the blades off because with the spinner going round, you wouldn't actually see the blades, so I decided not to worry about that. So as I say, this is my first build of 2020. I have got 2 other 1/144 scales. There's the British kits, aircraft kits to do, and I'm going to be entering those into the National Pride group build that Ian's running, UK Scale Modeler. He's running that from the 22nd of January, so I'm going to be doing those. So I'm quite excited about that, and as I say, I hope to get more British builds done this year, certainly more than I did last year anyway. Thanks for watching guys, I do appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody who subscribes to the channel. I've still got to get my finger out and get this giveaway sorted out, which I will do soon. I hope your builds are going well, and I'll catch up with you soon.